I need your help me, please subscribe. My channel. The mailman stopped me at the gate. His face was uneasy, as if he'd rehearsed words he didn't want to speak. Sir, he said, voice low, I deliver packages to your house when you're at work. A woman always answers. I frowned. What woman? He scrolled through his phone, hesitant. She signs for everything. She even knows your name. I live alone. He froze for a moment, then slowly turned the screen toward me. Photo after photo. My front door, my porch, and her silhouette in the doorway. Same height as my late wife. Same posture. Dark, shoulder-length hair tucked behind one ear, just like hers. I stared until my stomach turned to ice. When did she last sign? I asked. Yesterday. That night, sleep abandoned me. Every creak in the house sounded like footsteps. Every shadow looked like her. By morning, I'd made up my mind. I called in sick, parked across the street, and waited. At 10 a.m., the doorbell rang. Through the window, I saw her. She looked exactly like my wife. Not similar, identical. Same jawline. Same scar near the eyebrow, even the clothes I had stored away after the funeral. She moved through my home as if she owned it, humming softly while collecting mail from the floor. It was impossible. My wife had been dead for 11 months. I'd buried her myself. Yet there she was in my kitchen, pouring coffee from my own pot. I sat frozen in the car, heart hammering, every rational thought colliding. Grief, confusion, disbelief. But beneath it all, a quiet, dangerous calm began to settle. Someone was playing me. I waited until she left. An hour later, slipping out the back gate with a small box in her hands. I followed. She didn't notice me. She lived 5 miles away, in a rundown rental near the highway. Name on the mailbox, L. Hartman. Hartman, my wife's maiden name. That night, I dug deeper. County records, utility bills, cell numbers. She'd signed a lease 6 months ago. Paid in cash, no employment, no social media. Nothing. A ghost with my wife's face. I started collecting evidence. Every day she came between 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock. Accepted packages. Left with something small, a trinket, a photo, a document. Inside my home, subtle changes appeared. A drawer slightly rearranged, a picture frame shifted half an inch. Someone was reconstructing memory, piece by piece. I didn't call the police. I needed answers first. Why? Who? What did she want? The mailman kept delivering packages from unknown senders. One morning I opened a box. Inside, a small silver key and a note. You should have stayed dead. I didn't sleep that night either. I confronted her on Thursday. She didn't flinch when I knocked. She smiled as if she had been expecting me. You shouldn't be here, she said softly. It's not ready yet. Not ready? I asked, my voice low. The house, the life, everything. She led me inside. The walls were covered in photos. Our wedding, our honeymoon. The kitchen we'd painted together. My handwriting on the notes pinned beneath each one. But every single photo had one thing in common. She was in all of them. Not my wife. Her. You're not her, I said. She tilted her head. Aren't I? For a long moment, I couldn't breathe. The resemblance was surgical, unnatural. But then I noticed subtle differences. Stiffness in her smile, a faint scar under her chin. You had surgery, I said. She nodded once. He paid for it. Who? Your brother. The name hit like a blade. He had vanished after the funeral, taken her life insurance, disappeared. Now I understood where the money went. I didn't yell. I didn't threaten. I simply asked, where is he? Her eyes flicked toward the garage. I opened it. He was there, thin, pale, sitting in the dark like something half-finished. Tubes ran from his arm to a low-humming machine. He tried to stand when he saw me. Don't, I said. He sank back down. It wasn't supposed to go this far, he whispered. She wanted to help. You couldn't handle losing her. I thought you'd want to rebuild her. I brought her back for you. I stared. You did this to yourself. The machine clicked. I reached out and pulled the plug. Not in anger, but mercy. He slumped forward. She screamed. I walked out. 3 weeks later, the police called it a gas leak. Accidental. They never asked why every photo in that house had been burned beyond recognition. My house is quiet again. No packages, no footsteps, just silence. The kind that cuts through memory and leaves it bleeding. Sometimes I catch movement through the window, a shadow that lingers too long. Maybe it's her. Maybe it's guilt. Doesn't matter. I keep the key from that package on my nightstand. Cold, smooth metal, a reminder that grief isn't a wound. It's a door, and I finally